Pat Dunne. I'm a hill sheep farmer here in Glenmalure Valley. I farmed here in this area all my lifetime. I've always been hill farming. It's something that I always wanted to do. I never really had great interest in doing anything else. It can be challenging. Sometimes it's very challenging to try to make a living from it. But I think if you could make a living from it, I don't think there's any better way of life. Certainly for me, I don't know of any better way of life, because you're out there and you're working with nature all the time. The SUAS scheme here in Wicklow, it's a sustainable upland agri-environmental scheme. It's all about trying to get farmers working the hills in a better way, going back, maybe I suppose it's going back to what used to happen years back. You know, when people worked in cooperation with each other, people on commonage where they went out to the mountain, they worked with each other to get it into better condition. It would mean people going to the hill and herding the sheep and hunting them out onto the right parts of the hill to make sure that they're grazed out. I suppose it's something similar to what happened in the burn, you know, when the cattle were taken out of the burn, when the whole farming system changed and the cattle were taken away and the hazel started encroaching and taking over. What's happening here in Wicklow, there's not as many farmers putting sheep to the hills, and they're putting them to it for shorter periods of the year. Then, you know, the bracken and all the Molinia and all of the unwanted species taken over. And the whole idea of SUAS then, we based it very much on the model of the burner. We had that very much in mind when we were building the scheme. And the whole idea then would be to get the sheep back out onto the hills, you know, at the right time of the year, a time of the year when they will graze the tougher vegetation, when there's no other source of feed there for them. We have formed commonage groups. We have taken in, at the present time, we have 3 commonages up and running, and there's about, I think it's 26 shareholders between those 3 commonages. And what's happening is that they're building, they're making their own plan. You know, they're sitting down. We have a project manager who's sitting down with the people. They're making their own plan, and it's their plan. And the payments in it then will be for actions taken. It won't be a per hectare payment. It'll be for the work that they do on it. So, and the 3 commonages that's involved, they're very excited because, you know, for the first time ever, they feel, well, this is not something that's just landed down on. It's something we have to do. It's what they want to do themselves. So I think that's a good way to approach it. I think it's great, you know, for tourism to drive around, you know, for to see it as a living landscape. I think people, as you can see, people stop here and to take photographs of the cottage here behind us. You know, there's several ruins around the place. This valley is dotted with old ruins, and sure, they're covered up with bracken. Nobody can see them. I think it's great to see these as a living environment rather than just a wilderness. I heard a curlew last week, and I couldn't believe it. It was the first time I'd heard one. I'd say 25 years since I'd heard one before, and I couldn't believe it when I heard it. So it's great for to hear them again.